Okay, today's project is going to be just a quick review of contour lines, but this time instead of just regular contour lines, we're going to use contour parallel lines. We're going to create a composition of a variety of leaves and then add parallel contour lines or parallel outlines around the leaves to fill in all the empty space. So the contour lines that we're going to use are parallel lines. Here are a few examples of different parallel lines. Parallel lines are two lines that are beside each other that never touch. They run the same path, but they never intersect or cross over each other in any way. They can curve and go zigzag, but as long as they're not touching, they are parallel lines. First, I'm going to walk you through the steps to creating the skeleton of your leaf, the inside part where the little branches are at. That's going to help us create the outside part of the leaf. So we start with the skeleton and then we add the outside part later. So first, what I'm going to do is just pick a spot on the paper. I think I'm going to actually start in the middle and then just have the rest of my leaves go around it. I'm just going to start with a curved line, okay? So that's going to be the middle part or the spine of the leaf. Down here is going to be the stem, and now I'm going to draw the veins or the branches for my skeleton. Okay, so that's going to be the inside part of the leaf. Now what we're going to do is draw the outside lines of the leaf or the contour line. Okay, so I'm going to start down here at the bottom and just draw around those lines. Okay, so there we go. There's one leaf done. So now I'm going to repeat and do the same thing on the other for the other areas of the paper. I'm going to have one that's going to be different shape. I'm gonna add those in. Forgot to add the skeleton first. Turn my paper, easier for me to do it than it is upside down. I'm going to try to play around with different kinds of lines. Let's see what happens if I do kind of a sharp line. That's cool. I like that. And over here, maybe another one of these going the other way. Okay, so there's my leaves. I've got about 5 kind of scattered all over. So the next step is going to be to use your Sharpie marker and outline the leaves and the inside part, the skeleton. Okay, next step is to use contour parallel lines to go all the way around each leaf. So I'm going to start really slow because I want the lines to be the same distance apart from each other. I don't want some to be really far away and some to be really close. I want them to be the same distance and the same width. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the next leaf and repeat. Okay, so I've done each leaf. I've added a contour line around each leaf. So now I'm going to go back to the first leaf that I started and just repeat that process. You want to keep doing that over and over and over again until your leaf, your parallel lines start to grow and take over the whole rest of the paper. Okay, so my parallel lines are starting to get bigger, they're starting to spread out a little bit, and I'm getting to a point where I can't fit any more in between two leaves because there's no more space in there. So I want to show you what to do when that happens, because it will start to happen eventually. So what you're going to do instead is go around both of those leaves, or any leaves that you can't fit another line in. So these leaves were individual, but now that we can't fit another line in there, you're going to treat them like one big shape, one big leaf. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to start here, go around. Okay, now I can't fit my line in there. So I'm going to stop and go up and around the neighboring leaf. Always making sure that my lines stay the same distance apart from each other. Okay, now I can't go in here because there's not enough space. So I'm going to go around this one. So I'm treating them all like one big shape. Going off the edge of the paper and continuing on the other side. Can't get in there, so I'm going to go up as far as I can and go back around this leaf, off the edge of the paper, pick up on the other side. I could probably get one in here. There we go. So now I have all of my leaves have now become one big shape that I'm just going to continue to outline around. Now these spaces in here, these small spaces, you could just go around the edges and fill in those shapes on their own. Just follow the contours of those lines. Here it is, it's finished. Now a variation of this could be using colored markers to make your parallel contour lines. That's up to you. I used a Sharpie for this one, I used colored markers for this one, and one black outline here for the first line, and then the rest of them I just did colored markers. So that's a choice that you get to make as the artist. Whatever you decide to do is completely fine. For this one, I decided to use warm colors as a color scheme. This one is just black and white contour lines. So go ahead and think up the way that you want to add lines, whether it be markers or Sharpie. Whatever you choose is fine.